Okay, so you're going to be telling a story with MiniComics. Now, this is going to be a short little story. There's really just 6 panels. So this can't be an epic story about the king who had to go on 5 different quests, each of which da 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 da. This is going to be a short little story. And by the end of this, you'll be like a Procreate whiz kid. So then, but you do need to come up with a story for those 6 panels, and that's what you're going to do now. Okay, so for your story ideas, you're going to write down 4 things. I mean, note that I have correct pencil grip. This is not correct. This hurts my hand after like 30 seconds. This is what I learned in kindergarten. I can write and draw forever like this. You hold your pencil like this. Try to get in the habit of holding it like this. I swear, it makes your life so much more comfortable. Anyways, you're going to start with a place. Now, it's really easy to come up with obvious places like school, my home. So I want you to try to think of a non-obvious place. So for example, I'll say grocery store. Secondly, you have to come up with a character. The character can be a living thing or a non-living thing that for some reason is alive. So for example, like the obvious character would be a boy or girl your age. Instead, let's come up with a non-obvious character. How about a piece of toast? Obviously, this will be like a toast with a face on it, like a living piece of toast. And then third, you'll need to come up with a problem. At this point, when I was filming this video, the audio started getting kind of glitchy, so I'm just going to overdub this. But essentially, the third thing you have to come up with is the problem. The problem that your character is going to like run into when it's in the place that your character's at. So my toast, who's at the grocery store, ran into a problem. My idea was that it couldn't find the butter, and it really wanted to find butter because toast apparently loves putting butter on itself. So my toast needs to figure out where's the butter. That's its problem. And then finally, you'll need to come up with the solution. But the solution has to be a non-obvious solution. This is where it can be difficult. Now, just like we talked about in class, it can be difficult to think of ideas that you're excited about. And chances are you're not going to come up with an idea you're excited about right away. But you might. But if it takes some time and you need to talk to other people or take a little break or brainstorm a color like we talked about, all of these options hopefully will help you come up with an idea you're excited about. Just remember that it takes time and that it's natural to go through a phase where you can't think of anything yet. But don't give up and keep thinking until you're excited. So it'll open up the other bread loaf packages and then enslave all those pieces of bread to help the toast find butter. So the end panel maybe could be something like this piece of toast, our main character is just surrounded by all this butter because all the other pieces of bread have went to go find butter. So it's just like butter rich now. And maybe the other pieces of bread like look up at the toast as like their king or something like that, or their queen, because that piece of toast is like so different and toasty, and it's like the next level of bread. Ooh, I'm excited by this. This might be a winner. But you got to do this 3 times. Your final product that you're going to turn in is going to look something like this. Wow, man, I'm so fast. Look what I did. So now I've done this 3 times. The second time I brainstormed, you have a zombie in an arcade, but it doesn't have coins, so it finds them in people's brains. And the third one I came up with was a zoo. The main character is a cloud, and the problem is the cloud can't see the monkeys. And so that the cloud turns itself into rain and rains down into the puddle, or rains down into a puddle in the monkey cage. And then the last scene can be the monkeys all jumping in the puddle, and then the cloud could either be, or now it's a puddle. It could either be like, this is a terrible mistake, or maybe it'd be better if the puddle's just got a big smile on its face as the monkeys are all jumping in it and thinking, yay, because it wanted to see the monkeys. Now the monkeys are like jumping in it, and it's over the moon. So I like that idea the best. Now, so you need to come up with 3 different scenarios. Maybe you'll like your first one best. Maybe you'll like the last one best. Who knows? And if you're thinking, Mr. Lee, this is kind of difficult, it is sometimes difficult to sit there and try to think of an idea. And this is what we talked about in class. A lot of times when we're trying to come up with ideas, there will be times where we're like, I can't think of anything. So anticipate that. And when it happens, don't beat yourself up. Just think, hey, this is part of the process. Oh yeah, circle your favorite. I like this one the best for sure. After you do this, then I want you just to start kind of sketching out some ideas. What is your character going to look like? I think my cloud, I don't know, my character's pretty simple as a cloud, but your character maybe is a little more complex. Those are your big responsibilities this week. Sketch out 3 ideas, and then, or not sketch out 3 ideas, list 3 ideas. Do this 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and sketch out some ideas for your main character. And then next week we'll learn how to use Procreate to ink and color these things, and also how to lay out your comic panels. It should be a lot of fun. Bye.